And hello, everyone. Welcome. Thursday evening. It is Trusty's normal spot, but we've got something special going on tonight. It is the Just One More Dachshund. Why am I wearing my cheaters? Just One More Dachshund Rescue fundraiser. It is the live event. Thanks so much for so many of you already joining in and signing up and participating in tonight's event. For those of you who might be new to the channel, I'm Trusty. And this is the third year that I have organized this fundraiser to help out the Just One More Dachshund Rescue, JOMDR. And tonight I have helping first from the rescue. I have Dawn and a special friend. Who do we got today, Dawn?
This is Roscoe P. Coltrane.
Roscoe P. Coltrane.
He's paralyzed.
How old is Roscoe?
He is 5 years old. He came up here from Georgia. Apparently he fell off a bed last December and lost the use of his back legs. But he saw a neurologist about a month or so ago, and he's been on prednisone, and he actually has taken a few steps. So he started physical therapy this week, and he's going to go back to the neurologist tomorrow. He's also heartworm positive, so he's got couple strikes against him, but he's doing really well, and he's very sweet, very quiet.
Hi, Roscoe. He is quiet.
Mm-hmm.
He is darling.
I'm used to dachshunds just being very yippy. Hi, Roscoe. And also joining us this evening is Beth from Carolina Princess Sweet Treats and Pretties. And she is joining in this evening to one of the things, again, kind of throwing a lot of stuff out up front. The fundraiser that's being held tonight is selling vintage dog items. A lot of people shipped their items to me, which I've done for the past couple of years. But one of the options I offered this year was for some resellers to save the cost and the effort and the workload on me of shipping things to me to then resell and ship on. They could come onto the channel and participate in the sale and sell things directly. So everything that Beth is selling tonight is something that she is donating to the fundraiser, to the charity. JOMDR is a 501c3. So appreciate Beth doing this. And what will end up happening, and this is just somewhat important, is Beth is located in Texas. I am located in Chicago. We cannot combine shipping for things we sell across both of our collections. So Beth will sell all of her stuff first. She will invoice directly. You will pay her for the shipping. She will then use that to ship the items to you. All of the profits beyond that will be donated directly to JOMDR. So she is not covering her own costs. These are all items that she has donated. She's donating her time to do this as well. So I really appreciate Beth participating this evening. And we also have the voice from above. We have Nate from Down Under, our New Zealand Nate. So thanks, Nate, for joining us.
It's a pleasure. It's so nice to see you.
Everyone loves your accent. So thanks so much for helping the Doxies. The New Zealander helping the German dogs in the United States. So we are a international event. Got quite a few people who joined in the chat, so really appreciate everyone coming in. I want to bounce back to Dawn a little bit and talk a little bit just about JOMDR.
So we are in our, fifth. We started our 5th year in September. Rescued 68 dogs. The 68th one was this past Monday. She's actually a corgi, so I don't always do dachshunds. She's a low rider though, short legs. In the last year, I think I've rescued at least 20, and I was going through our expenses for this last year, and I think I've spent year to date probably close to $50,000. It's been an expensive year.
Wow.
I will introduce you in a little while to Floyd, who is my $1 million dog. I've spent about $8,500 on him. He came to me with an anal hernia. And so that's a very intensive surgery. So his surgery was like $6,500. Then he had to have a dental. He had to be neutered. So I'll introduce you to him in a little bit. But it's been an expensive year.
Now, with the dogs that you currently have, now you have the sanctuary there in Maryland. Mm-hmm. You currently have how many dogs in your care?
Well, so 12 are mine, but then there's 7 in the rescue that are here.
So you have a total of 19.
Right.
So those 7 are currently looking for permanent homes?
3 are looking for homes.
Okay.
And then I've got another one that was being fostered, but her foster mom is actually going to adopt her. So right now, 3 that are available.
Is Roscoe one that's available, or do you still have to do more with him?
Yeah, not yet. His the heartworm treatment is about a 6-month process.
Oh.
So he's going to have to be kept confined. And like I said, since we're going through physical therapy now, like we can't do treadmill therapy. That would be too much for him. So it's just like very low intensity exercises. He probably won't be available for, I would say, close to a year.
Okay. But if people want to go on a waiting list for Roscoe, I'm sure you'll take one.
Yep. Or if you are experienced with paralyzed dogs, I mean, we could certainly.
And who isn't? No,
work something out. Yeah, he's my, my odds have been pretty good. He's my first paralyzed dog. I did have Lily, who I actually lost a couple of weeks ago. I don't know if you remember from last year. She had come to me, couldn't walk, and she went through therapy, and she regained the use of her legs and was running. So she lived to be close to 17.
That's fantastic. So Jan actually asked a quick question. So heartworms can be cured?
Yeah. So Roscoe is also my first heartworm positive dog, and I'm learning about this as I go. So he was probably kept outside. He's from Georgia. He was, bit by a mosquito that carried the virus or whatever. So the heartworms are active in him right now. And the beginning of his treatment was 30 days of doxycycline, which is an antibiotic. And then 30 days.
Is it actually called doxycycline?
It is doxycycline.
But it's not unique to dachshunds, is it?
No.
Okay.
It's not just for dachshunds, but it is doxycycline. And then there's memes on as a sidebar. It's a dachshund on a cycle, doxycycline.
Oh.
But even though this is doxycycline, but anyway, little dachshund joke. So after the 30 days of doxycycline, 30 days of no meds, and then he'll go in for an injection. And the injection is a really big needle, and it's very painful. And they'll inject the chemical into him, and that will start to break down the heartworms. And the reason he has to stay kind of sedentary is because you don't want the heartworms, as they're breaking up, to get into his lungs or his bloodstream. So I think he'll go in for 2 injections over the next few months. And then he'll start on heartworm preventative. And then in 6 months after I think he finishes, he'll go in for a blood test to see if he's still positive. So it's a long process. And
that summary is a good example of why Dawn is an angel on this earth for taking care of these dogs. I would not be able to do what you just described. I have to kind of hurl a little bit when you talked about the long needle into the heart. So
it doesn't go in his heart.
Okay. So thank you so much for doing what you do. And I'm glad we can be a small part of trying to help raise some money to take care of some of the dogs that you got. A bunch of people joined the chat. I'm just going to make a couple quick shout outs because several people who are in the chat have supported the fundraiser in the past and also this year. So Cheryl Ross is here. She is donating a mystery box this year, and she also donated one of the items we'll be selling. Oh My Vintage, Kim from Oh My Vintage. She actually has won the grand prize 2 years in a row, and she is paying it forward, and she is actually donating a mystery box herself this year for her business, for her resale business, which mysteriously started after she received all the donations of the mystery boxes. So who knows? Maybe they'll recycle back into, who knows? But Kim, so shout out for Kim. Judy Scallett, she has participated in the past. She donated a whole bunch of stuff that will be being sold this evening. Reclaimed Treasures by Mary. Sorry. Hi, Kim. Reclaimed Treasure by Mary. She's donating a mystery box. Cheryl Ross donating a mystery box. And let's see. Beth, who's also on here tonight, but she's also donating a mystery box on top of what she's donating here. Let's see. Antique Agenda is donating a mystery box. All right. Karen Dondelinger is donating a mystery box. I don't want to take up too much time. So that I'm mentioning the mystery boxes, and you're seeing a little tag go across the bottom of the screen. For those who are new or for those who are returning, please make sure you take note of that address, paypal.me/JOMDR. One of the grand prizes this evening is we had 25 mystery boxes have been donated. These are the names of the resellers who have donated their boxes. So we will be pulling 5 winners tonight to win 5 mystery boxes. The way you get an entry is by donating at least $5 to this address on the screen. So paypal.me/JOMDR. For every $5 you donate, you get an extra entry into the drawing. So donate $50, you get 10 entries. So we will be doing that up to a little bit before we do the actual drawing, so we can make sure all of them process and we can get the names to go in. So we've already gotten some donations prior to the start of the sale tonight, but you can do so throughout the evening, and we'll give you kind of a last call. You do not need to be present to win, but we'll pull the winner's name, and then we will pull the 5 boxes you get, and so everyone will have hopefully get a good set of prizes this year. Last one quick thing before I kick it off to Beth. Beth's had a long day, so I really appreciate Beth participating tonight. Really quick, in the description of this video, so if you're in YouTube, you can go into the description of the video. There's a link to all of the eBay items that have been donated, also from some of the people I mentioned, that are currently on eBay for auction. Those auctions will be ending throughout the evening. The first one ends in 15 minutes. And then there'll be another one ending every 15 minutes until we run out. And those are the items behind me. So we've got this great poodle wall art. I'm actually going to go full scale so people can see it. So you've got this great poodle wall art, already has a bid. You've got a Huckleberry Hound vintage squeak toy, which I'm combining with a Huckleberry Hound membership kit, all dated from 1960. So that is currently up on eBay. We've got, lost the pup. We've got a wooden carve of a hound dog with a shoe, carved by Henry DeCamp. That is currently listed. 1918 issue of Successful Farming, in case you're into hunting dogs. Got a dog killing a badger. A set of Lefton Poodle salt and pepper shakers, which I could not find much history on. Not a lot of sales activity, any sales activity really showing that these have been sold. So I don't know. I'm not going to say that they're unique, but they're not particularly common. And they both have the Lefton stickers on them. He's a little bit older than her, but they're dated around 1953. This great issue of Chrysler Events, excuse me, which has a dog theme to it. And although the dogs are cute inside, let's find the actual article with the dog breeds. We've got color illustrations of the dog breeds. What I think makes this super attractive is a 2-page spread in the back on women's hats. We've got 1952
great pictures,
mid-century modern illustrations of ladies' fashion hats. So it's technically a Chrysler magazine that would go to Chrysler owners, but it's got the dog theme. So that's available. And then this was this was donated by Robin G. I did promotions of everything that got donated. And then as I organized for the sale, I lost a lot of my notes. So I can't remember who did what, but they're all individual playing cards.
so cute,
all upside down.
I love
showing
that.
all Dachshunds.
that is so darling.
So all of these have links in the description of this video, and they're all just individual, individual playing cards. So they're like for card swaps. I think there's a total of 22 unique designs, and then there's a few multiples of one of the designs, and that's all really clearly shown on the eBay listing. Some of the items have bids, but not all of them do. So currently, the 3 that have bids, the poodle is currently at $25. The playing cards are currently at $25, and the poodle salt and pepper shakers are at $20. So I don't remember which one's the first one to end, but something ends in about 13 minutes. So you can jump into the links and bid on any of those throughout the evening. And if it's somebody who's on the show, I'll announce who the winner is. But that's enough preliminary. Thanks again for everyone. I know I didn't get to say hi to everyone, but I want to make sure the evening doesn't go too long. We're going to kick it over to Beth to kick off the sale.
Thank you so much, Patrick. And hey, y'all, how is everybody? I am so honored to take part in this. I'm going to take my glasses off. So, Nate, you're the one that's going to tell me what's going on because I won't be able to see a thing. Thank you, Patrick, for inviting me to be part of this. And Dawn, I just love your heart for these little dogs. They're just too cute. So, Patrick, a couple of questions. We are not doing just in case this evening, correct? It's I'm going to have some offer ups, but we're not doing just in case, meaning that they can put in a higher bid, right?
I will say no because I've never done offer ups,
Okay.
so we're going to keep this relatively simple. I meant to mention that for people that know my channel, I never do offer ups. I find them boring. So we will try and keep them entertaining, but this is a fundraiser. We want to raise as much money as possible, so we are going to do offer ups.
Okay, fabulous. And one more thing, if they are going to either donate or they're going to get a mystery box, was there something we were supposed to put in the tagline?
Oh, thank you. Yes. If you can, when you do the paypal.me, there's a little section for a message. Just put Trusty in there. We're in a tight enough window that anyone that donates in the next hour and a half will probably get captured anyway. But yes, if you could make sure you put Trusty that way, where do we know you want to participate in the drawing? Thank you for clarifying.
Okay, so this is my email right here. It is scprincess1, like the one and only, at comcast.net. And so if you're able to claim an item tonight, please send me your email. Please also know that I will not invoice you until Monday. I am starting a 3-day show, holiday market, and so I just simply won't be able to do that until Monday. If I have your information, as long as nothing has changed in any way or you haven't moved, we're good to go. But even if you don't know, please send your information so we can get everything sent out and the monies can be sent to Dawn and the organization very quickly. Okay. All right. So y'all, my first item, Nate, is going to start at $8. And I don't have a ruler. So if you want something, I just walked in from the show, y'all. So if you want something measured, please let me know. The first item is going to be a little Dachshund plate, y'all. I know it's got some apples in fall, but I think this looks just like the little baby that Miss Dawn just had just a few minutes. Oh, Roscoe, look at the coloring on him. He is beautiful. I would say this is probably about a 6 or 7 inch plate, but if you want something measured, please let me know. And it is, let's see, y'all, I'm going to have to put my glasses on. Forget about it. It is from Certified International. It is a newer, it's not vintage, but it is new, and it has the little Dachshund on there with the little apple on his nose and the fall leaves, baskets of apples, pears, and pumpkins. So thank you, Stephanie. This is starting at $8. Here's what it says on the back. Now, I do not see a signature or anything on this. Again, no chips or cracks. I don't have any damage to any of the items that I have tonight. And it is only 9 items that I have tonight. So if I don't see anything, I'm just going to go ahead and go to the next item. But capture a picture, or if you're watching the replay and you're still interested in this, make sure to send me an email right here and we'll get that to you. So
a quick note as well for items as we're putting them up, because offer up is getting a little different for my channel. If you are interested in supporting the fundraiser, but you're not doing the donation to PayPal, you just want to be supportive. If you buy something, you can then donate that back to the charity. She runs charitable events throughout the year. So one of the things I can then do is you'll still have to pay shipping for it because we have to get it to her in Maryland. But then she can use that for raffle prizes, for other things. So really don't want any of these donations to not get sold. So if you just want to be charitable, you can simply just say, $8. And then when you send the information, say, I don't want it, donate it back to the charity.
Oh, that's awesome. Okay, good. Yes, I will make a note. All right, my next item is going to also start at $8, and it is a little puppy. Now, this one is being rehomed, y'all, because I got this in one of the mystery boxes from Fatbird Finds. And look at this little cute dog figurine. And I feel bad that I don't have my ruler. I can always get up and get that really quick if Dawn wants to show another dog after this. But this is a little, I think he's kind of almost giving not a side eye, but maybe an up eye, like he's about to start begging. But there is a mark on the bottom in red, and I could not read all of what it says. I see something up here, and then it made in something China, not really sure. I think that says China. I could be wrong. Maybe you guys can see it a little bit better, but it is a cute glazed little puppy for display, and it is just flat seated. Well, it's kind of side seated there. And so it's like brown. I hope it's picking up the right color.
And I really quick interjection, because some people might be watching this that have never participated before. If you are interested in purchasing anything that's being shown, since these are all offer ups, if you're interested in paying $8 in the chat, not the comments, in the chat of the video. So if you're watching this on a mobile device, you need to have the app open. You'll see a live chat. You would actually type the number 8 into the chat, and then we will be able to see it. And then you should be able to see the comments that we've been showing on the screen. You see those in the chat. So I apologize. I should have somewhat given that at the beginning. Thanks for Dawn for reminding me. Not everyone is used to the online selling aspect. So, and all of your items starting at $8?
Not all of them, but okay. I do have like the majority of them. Yes.
So that little Doxie can be yours for $8 by just saying the word 8 in the chat.
Yep. You can put 8 in the chat. And once I see 8, then I would start, once the offers start slowing down as they're coming in, then we would be able to say that this item is yours. Now, typically what happens is we have like the item here. We would say it was $8, number 8. But we are doing all offer ups. So we're going to say that this little doggy was $8. All right. I do have another $8 item. And if you're thinking about, so Nate, my next one does also start at $8. But if you're wanting to get a Dachshund, this is the book for you. This is a whole book on Dachshunds. So I'm sure that Miss Dawn could have written the book by now, but the different breed kinds of Dachshunds are in here. They've got the history and origin. Look at that face. Look at that, y'all. But it talks about accommodations, feeding requirements, training, behavior modification. We could use that in schools today. Preventative dental care, breeding, dogs and the law. So all different kinds of information about the dog. It says this book, illustrated entirely with full color photos and drawings, presents sensible, easy to follow recommendations about selecting and caring for a Dachshund. So all of the stuff you needed to know. It concentrates on providing readers with the information they need and want, all given in an interesting and easy to read style. So I just thought that this was a really good book when it talks about, I mean, here's some of the dangers. This is also at, oh, thank you, Jan. I see you. Jan is already got an offer in for $8. So about their dental care, and then she would donate it back. And you guys could use this in one of your gift baskets, Miss Bella. Look at there. So if there are no other offers on this, the copyright it was actually $12.99 at Petland, apparently. And the copyright is 1990, I believe. So, I mean, does the information really go bad? I don't know. So, yes, I have a 1990. Thank you so much, Miss Jan. I appreciate that. So I am going to send Miss Jan an invoice for $8. I will just say that I do not see any other offers. So we're going to say that it's sold. Thank you, Nate, to Miss Jan. And then I will send this. So if Dawn or Patrick can send me Dawn's information, I'll get this over to you.
Thank you.
Thanks,
Thanks,
so
Jan.
much. All right. So where's my pen? Thank you for that. And Patrick, if I go too fast, let me know.
Nope, you're doing great. Just a quick note, there's 3 minutes left on the, There's 3 minutes left on the eBay auction for this magazine. The additional pictures are in the, on the listing, but it's got full page advertisements. So don't think of this as a farming magazine. Think of this as a 1918 advertising journal. That will end at the 8:30 Eastern. 8:30 Eastern. Then the next item that closes is the Huckleberry Hound set. That'll be closing at 45 minutes. So in 17 minutes. Back to Beth.
There you go. Okay, my next is going to start at $12. And it is a pretty good size planter. It's not a Dachshund, y'all. It's not a Dachshund. I'm so sorry. Cover their little ears. But it is a Spaniel. Now, I actually had this in the booth, and I had red and white flowers and a flag in this for 4th of July, and it was absolutely beautiful. But it is a planter. I know that these come mainly in blue, but several others. This one started at $12, Nate. I don't know if I told you that. Did I tell you that? Sorry. $12 start for this one. And this is I had a Boykin. So I was thinking maybe it was a Boykin Spaniel, but I don't know. It looks Spaniel-ish. It's got his little tail there. No chips or cracks, no crazing. Absolutely nothing wrong with this. Beautiful glaze. I will say that this is what see how the paint, but it's under the glaze. That is not a outside, that's an inside. I'm just assuming that they did not paint it all that well before they glazed it. I'd have probably put another coat on it, but great detail in the little face. And of course, for any, now that is under, it goes all the way down and it's under the glaze. That's what I was talking about. And it's not rough or anything. It's just a paint flaw, I guess. So this one was starting at $12, and I see Reclaimed Treasures by Mary. Thank you, Miss Mary, starting at $12. I'll put some little sweet treats in there for you, Miss Mary. And this is super, super cute. So it is larger. It is larger. I wish I was better at remembering my number stick, but I'm not, y'all. So I am going to go ahead and count this down. If there's anyone interested, put in 13 or higher. So we'll count it down from 5. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and sold. So I see, well, there's a lag. So I have Reclaimed Treasures by Mary. Thank you, Miss Mary. And that'll be so pretty. And I'm sure she'll put a beautiful assemblage in that. I love getting Mary's assemblages. Okay, the next one, Nate, is $8. And it's a Wade Whimsy. Again, not a Dachshund, sorry. But it's a puppy. So here is a little brown Wade Whimsy. It is marked Wade on the back. And this one is starting at $8. There's your Wade stamp, England, right there. I thought it was super, super cute. When I saw it, I just had to have it for the Just One More Dachshund Rescue. Mary says, yes, she's totally going to put an assemblage in that. And it was so cute with the red, white, and blue. And this one is smaller. So I'm going to say this is about an inch, inch and a half. I think it's probably, hold on. Let me use my good measuring. This is how we measure. It's 2 inches. 2 inches by like an inch and a half. And it's super cute. Great to use for a holiday setup with houses and all. Absolutely. Thank you, Teresa, for that information. All right. So the Wade Whimsy was starting at $8, and I don't see interest in that. And we're going to move on from the Wade Whimsy. And if you are, oh, wait, I see Debbie from Chicago. Sorry, I'm a little fast, y'all. So it just put those bids right in there. Helen Casey, I see you at 25 for the Wade Whimsy.
Way to go, Helen.
If that is your true bid, then we appreciate that. If you are like me and have just random finger movements, then let us know. But we appreciate that bid for the Dachshunds. Remember, all of the money raised tonight is going to go directly to help support the Doxies. And we got to get Roscoe up to his physical therapy. So we got to get him good to go. All right, I'm going to go ahead and thank you, Miss Helen. I'm going to go ahead and count this down from 5, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and sold to Miss Helen. Thank you so much, Miss Helen, for $25. And if you will please send your information to me, I can get you invoiced and get this out to you. All right. We're cooking like Crisco. Okay, I do have another dog plate. It is going to start at $8. And this one is also not a Dachshund, but it kind of matched. I love the little turtleneck-like sweater on this dog. That is too cute. And what do y'all think? Is this a Dane? Nate, what do you think? Dane, Dawn, what do y'all think?
I think it's a lab.
I thought it was a black lab.
Yeah.
I thought it looked sort of Dane-like.
Oh, thank you, Nate, because I thought I was kind of losing my noodle there for a minute. It says it's from the same grouping as the Doxie. They're about to, oh, your dog. Sorry. They are very cute. They are very cute. So this is the same. Now we had
Cheryl backs you up. She says it's Dane.
Thank you. So we did have a Doxie. So we did start with a Doxie, y'all. This one was $8 and this one is $8. But I was trying to kind of show Weimaraner. First of all, how could you even spell that word? I would have been lost. So we do have the Weimaraner Lab / Dane and the Doxie. Both of these are $8 each. So your choice if you would like one of those. All right. Let's go on. Let's get back to the Dachshunds, shall we? It's what we're here for. I do have a little Dachshund, and this one is going to start at $8 as well. It's a true Doxie. It's a true Doxie. Look at there. Now, I've not seen very many just like figurines. I'm sure Miss Dawn and them have, but I have been on the hunt for Doxie things for a year. Because I was like, I'm going to find Dachshund stuff. So this is who do you have?
This is Guinness.
Look at that dark.
She's holding one that's the same color. So I just saw it peeking out from the bottom of the screen.
Yeah.
I'm like, wait, that's the same color what Beth is showing.
I think
Guinness.
I think Guinness has been, I think this is his third event. So he's a sanctuary dog. I didn't think that I would still have him. He's close to 18. So.
And beautiful.
He's got a little feather in.
Not sure Guinness likes the feather. Just giving
he
you
just
a look.
wants to go back to sleep.
There
I
you
woke him
go.
up to hold him.
Sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt you, Beth, but I just saw the
you're
coloration
fine.
of what Dawn was holding. I'm like, wait, that's the same color as what you're showing.
Well, I said to Patrick and them before it started, y'all, I mean, people are great and all, but I just love dogs way more than people. You know, it's also appropriate for them to lick your face and give you kisses where people not so much, you know. So the little Doxie is no chips or cracks in this whatsoever. I don't know what it is about those little eyes. They just are so cute. I love the tail on this as well. No chips or whatever, no repairs whatsoever. And this was starting at $8. Again, remember, all items will be shipped from Houston. All monies made from the sale of my items go directly to the Just One More Dachshund Rescue. The person will pay the price of the item. So the $8, if this sold for $8 plus the shipping, and then the $8 would be donated. So we are doing well. We've got 25 and 12 and 8 so far. So what is that? Like $45 so far. That's great. So let's keep it going. I see Debbie from Chicago at $25 for the Doxie. I appreciate
Thank you, Debbie. Debbie donated some great items for the auction or for the items tonight as well. So thank you, Debbie, so much for your support.
And I do not see a make or marker. Let me cover his tidbits. But yeah, we don't see a make or marker on this baby at all. But perfect condition. Love the ears and the little eye. I don't know. They just look up at you so sweet. So I'm going to go ahead and count this down from 5, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And I'm going to go ahead and say sold to Miss Debbie from Chicago for $25. Thank you. All right. Again, I will be shipping from Houston and I will be invoicing on Monday after the show. Okay, y'all? So don't get mad if you don't get it this weekend. I will be living at the fairgrounds for the next 3 days. All right, this one's going to also start at $8, and I think this one might be my favorite, but I can't between this one and my last one because Patrick, I only have 2. These are my last 2. Okay.
Okay, I'm going to interrupt really quick
Okay.
because we do have the eBay auctions are ending every 15 minutes, so we got a 5-minute countdown to the next item that's ending, which has 5 watchers on it, but currently no bids, and that's the Huckleberry Hound squeeze toy.
Really?
As well as the official club mailer. So the club membership kit includes a membership card, which has not been used. It includes a little booklet to keep track of your healthy breakfasts and a little welcome letter, and then 2 suitable for framing pictures of Huckleberry Hound and one of Boo Boo and Yogi Bear. And then you also get the membership button, which I've attached to a little infant hat, which had been sitting on the head of Huck, my mascot. So it would fit like a medium-sized dog. So a little beanie with the button, membership kit, and squeeze toy. Its starting bids are $35, and currently there are no bids on it. So that will end in 5 minutes.
Awesome. Okay, so this one is going to start at $8. My sweet Nate. Oh, y'all, don't you love sweet Nate? He's so darling. And this is a brooch, and it's Christmas. And I almost passed out when I found it because it was so cute. All right, here you go, y'all. Look at the Christmas Doxie brooch. Oh my gosh, is it not too cute? Now, there is a little stone in the eye. It's a little rhinestone right there. And there's a little stone. There are little red stones here for the berries. Now, the holly and the dog are enamel. It is a gold tone. I did not see a signature on this. That is not gold. That is silver. Oh my gosh. It is silver. And it is a rollover. Thank you, Miss Helen. I see you. And it is a rollover safety C-class that is fully functional. I would say that this is about a 2-inch by 2.5-inch brooch. And I don't want to poke myself with the pen because that happens sometimes. But it does have the rhinestones for the berries. You can see nothing broken in this whatsoever, but I just thought that was too cute. So I see Miss Helen Casey at $25. And you want me to send this to Miss Dawn at Just One More Dachshund Rescue. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Helen.
Wow. So let's go ahead. Unless anyone else is ready to put in offers, I'm going to count down from 5. Now's your time. You'd put in 26 or higher. We'll count down from 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and sold. All right. Let me make a note that that she wants this to be sent to Dawn. And $25. All right. And my last item, thank you so much, Miss Helen. That is so sweet. And my last item, y'all, is gonna be a little up there, for me, but it is gonna start at $15. One, I've not seen one of these in complete set and totally intact. And it does have a mark on it, but I can't read it. So I want to just show you that it is a set of 3 Dachshunds with the chain. Can you believe it? Oh my gosh.
That's adorable.
Look at this one. He's not paying not 5 minutes of attention.
That's a Dachshund.
Nose to the ground. It is a mama with her a little piece of leather piece right here, and the 2 attaching chains. Now there's not even a 3rd ring or chain or anything, so I don't know if it came with 3 or if it just came with the 2. There is absolutely no damage on this whatsoever. Now if you are a parent of a Doxie, or if you just collect dogs in general, love the Doxie. Now I'm showing you all around. Look at this one looking up like, Mom, help me. He's not paying attention. So I'm going to take it down and show you each one of the dogs. It is starting at $15. It does have the little collar here intact. There's the little face of the mama. Ain't she precious, y'all? She's probably like, give me a break. And then she's got the great features. There is a mark on the bottom. Now, if anybody knows what that mark is, I'll turn it over because I kind of think it should go this way. I don't know if that says West Germany. Do y'all think that says West Germany? Do you see that marking? So here's the dog. And then here's the one that's not paying attention. It's beautifully, beautifully painted. Thank you, Isabel. I see you at 15. And there's no chips, cracks, or anything in this whatsoever. The tails are intact and everything. And then there's this one. So the little dogs, I'm going to say, are about 1.5 inches by, with my measuring skills, about 1.5 inches by 1.5 inches. I know they're bigger than 1 inch, but I want to show you her little face so that you can see. Oh, Miss Teresa, I do see you. That is so sweet. Patrick, that's awesome. You see Teresa Dustin's comment? Let's see.
Teresa is a doctor.
Thank you so much, Teresa.
All right. So there are 3 of these. Now, if there is no other interest, then we are going to go with Miss Teresa's offer here of $100. And let's count it down. So if you're ready for 101, put in your bids now, y'all. All right. We'll count down from 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And we will say this family of Doxies is sold.
Thank you, Teresa.
So that is amazing. All right. And Miss Teresa, please, if you'll send me that information, I will get you invoiced. Again, I will be invoicing. I would say Sunday night, but I'm not gonna lie to you, y'all. I have a show and it doesn't end till 4 on Sunday. So I think the only items that did not sell from my portion, and if you're, thank you, that is so sweet, is this little fella that was $8. And the 2 plates, which were also $8. So if you are interested in oh, wait, hold on. Geez, Zoomini Christmas. So the information we keep asking, thank you for asking that. If you are new, the information that we need in order to send you an invoice is your first and last name, your YouTube name if it is different, a complete mailing address with apartment numbers or condo letters or the complete state and city and zip code as well, and a PayPal email address. I will put all of those things. You will receive a PayPal invoice from me. It will come from scprincess1@comcast.net or Carolina Princess Sweet Treats and Pretties. If you will email me those things, first and last name, YouTube name if it's different, complete mailing address, and your PayPal email, then you will get an invoice that you can open. You can check it, see, make sure that we have the shipping. So what I'm going to do is weigh these items. They're not, one of them would go media mail, and the rest of them are about the same price. So what I may do is put the shipping, ladies, if this is okay with y'all, because they're all going to Dawn from me in one box, then I would just take the shipping, the combined shipping, and split it. Does that sound fair? I could weigh and measure all of them, but they're
lightweight items, so you should be okay with that. And then for anyone who's buying something to donate to Dawn, we don't need your shipping address. We have Dawn, so really we need the email. So we need your email. Yeah, we need your email address so we can send you the invoice. And if you don't have PayPal, that's fine too. Yes. The invoice will be a quote unquote PayPal invoice, but you can check out as a guest. You don't have to have a PayPal account in order to pay, but we do need that email so we know how to get a hold of you.
So Debbie from Chicago, I have me sending this to Dawn as well. You won this one for $25. Darn, y'all are going to get
wow. Thank you, Debbie.
Teresa's is going to send to Dawn. The brooch is going to Dawn. And the book is going to Dawn. So the other items will be invoiced for the individual people. Yes, you can pay as PayPal as a guest. So I use the information from the PayPal, their mailing address for pay. Look at that, darling. Look, it kind of looks like this one. That's cute.
This is Floyd.
Oh,
hi, Floyd.
Floyd is the one that had the anal hernia. So it was not pretty and it was very painful. And you can see he was shaved. So he's got a little
mohawk,
got a grow back. Yeah. But he's available. He's healthy now. He's had a dental. He's been neutered, got the hernia taken care of, is very sweet, loves to tunnel under blankets and loves dogs, loves people, just would be a great pet for somebody.
And Angela's note, where can I donate? There's scrolling across the bottom is the paypal.me/JOMDR. That is for cash donations, or for those who have joined late, as you probably noticed in some of the items that were being sold. If you choose to buy something to support the fundraiser, but you don't want the item yourself, you can ship it to Dawn and she will use it for other fundraisers she runs throughout the year. And in regards to that, hi, Floyd, too cute. There have been some generous donations that have come in, and want to shout out two of them in particular. Neil Tress donated to the paypal.me/JOMDR. Neil Tress donated $500.
Wow.
And Teresa Dustin has donated a cash donation in addition to what she's purchased, a cash donation of $200.
Oh,
So
Teresa, thank you.
thank you both so
Teresa.
much for your sizable donations. And we're up to, I think, nearly $1,000 in cash donations so far. So
Wonderful.
you can, if you do not want to purchase anything, you can absolutely participate by making those donations. The Huckleberry Hound squeeze toy did end up selling online, and it went to Teresa, Tammy Renee Walker. So thank you. I didn't even see Tammy in the chat. So thank you so much, Tammy.
She was here. I saw her.
So thank you so much, Tammy, for making that purchase of the Huckleberry Hound kit. I hope you enjoy that. And at 8 o'clock, the next item that is ending is, sorry, I've got to pull them up. The next one that's ending is the Lefton salt and pepper shakers. So the Poodle salt and pepper shakers, which I believe were donated by Debbie from Chicago, who's also in the chat. So she donated these fantastic Leftons. Their original labels are still on the back, dating from around 1953. Currently, there are 2 bids on eBay for this. And Nate just dropped the link to find it. It's also, you can find the link in the description of the actual video, this actual video. It's currently going for $21.50. So $21.50, and it will be ending in 6 minutes. So those are what's going on for eBay. So thank you so much, Beth. I know you've had a long day. Appreciate. So do you still have anything that was left unsold?
The only was the 2 plates, $8 each. And I will, if they don't sell while I'm on, I will be posting them, in my free time this weekend, but I'll be posting them. Why can I not get this poor child right? I have the Doxie plate and the Dane /Lab/Weimaraner plate. These are $8 each. And then the little puppy, he is marked, but I can't tell what that red marking stamp is. And this is one of the ones that was in the mystery box from Fatbird Finds. So I had said that when I opened it, I would be putting it in the lot. So each one of those items was $8.
Excellent. Well, thank you again so much, Beth, for joining in. Thank you for donating all of those items.
You're
and
welcome.
Appreciate everyone who supported by purchasing those items and getting into the spirit of it being a fundraiser. So we started a couple minutes late, literally because we were debating whether these should be offer ups or how we should sell. I just don't do offer up. So I don't have a lot of experience in that. And we debated and decided, well, let's try and do offer up. And I'm glad, we've got people that are in that giving spirit. The dogs that Dawn is showing are absolutely adorable. They all need, financial love as well as medical love, as well as the love that she gives them. So it's great that we can do something to bring some money to help her out. So thank you so much. I will let Beth sign off, and then I will start with the rest of the donations and selling off the other items that we had. So again, paypal.me/JOMDR. For every $5 you donate, you get a chance to win a set of mystery boxes. We've had 25 mystery boxes donated. Technically, we only had 22 boxes donated, so I'm donating an extra 3 to make it a nice round number. But so you'll have 5 winners, each getting 5 mystery boxes. So that drawing will be at the end of the evening. You do not need to be live you don't need to be present to win. But that will be coming up. So make sure you give those donations and really appreciate it. So bye, Beth. Thanks again.
Thank you. Y'all enjoy.
Thanks, Beth. Bye.
Who does Dawn have now?
Oh, hang on. Let me grab.
Dawn's got nobody. Okay, I couldn't tell. I thought I saw a shadow.
No, I can grab someone. Hang on.
She's got 19 to choose from, so you never know who's going to show up. So I think she said Floyd is available now to adopt. Roscoe P. Coltrane will be available in 6 months to a year once he finishes heartworm support. Oh.
This is Macy.
Hi, Macy.
Macy's one of the sanctuary dogs. She's got an old eye injury, and she's got a bad heart murmur. So she's on Lasix and another heart med. So she's just a tiny little thing, only about 8 pounds. I think she's around 16 or 17 too.
Wow.
Horrible.
Such a sweetie.
Yeah, she's a little petite thing. Funny ears. They kind of are sideways.
Now, is that in general, do Doxies have naturally flop? That's the way their ears should be, or do they get cropped or done anything to them?
They don't do anything to them, but hers and Roscoe's are, instead of like down all the way, they're kind of pointed forward a little bit. So I don't know.
What a sweetie. Okay, we'll get into the rest of this. So we got 3 minutes before the left-in shakers end, but we will go ahead and start the other items. So again, all of these will be offer ups, and enter your the price. This one is starting at $25. This is a set of, take the plastic off. This is a set of silver-plated Dachshund knife rests.
Those are cool.
So you've got 6 of them. They have not been polished, so Nate is retching into a garbage pail right now. So sorry, Nate. These have not been polished, but they can be. They are silver plated. I couldn't find any markings on them at all or on the box. The box itself, I'm assuming, is how they were sold in the department store. There is a price tag on them, which it says 1990. I don't know if that is actually the year, because it also says $185. So I don't know if that was a starting price of $185 or if this was yen or something. So I have no idea what the price was. Here it's starting at $25. So it's a set of 6 of the knife rests. It looks a little discolored on the front. Got Isabel is starting out with 25. Thank you, Isabel. If you see that there's kind of just discoloration of the plastic, when you open it up, you can see how white the silk is, or the satin lining, compared to what the cover is on it. So they're all fitted. There's like a little nesting place for them. So this is the original box for the original set. They're in absolutely perfect condition. And we were starting at 25. It looks like we've got 1 taker at 25. So we're going to count this down from 5. So we got 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And I show the only bidder is Isabel Duran. So she will get that set for $25. So thank you so much, Isabel, for picking that up.
Oh, no, Patrick, we've actually got further bids.
Oh, did I get somebody before the cutoff?
Yeah, sorry.
No, I don't see it.
We have Neil, who is bid 50. Isabel is now back at $52.
Okay. Yeah, so I had Neil at 50, and then Isabel came in at 52. All right, so I guess we need to do longer countdowns. We've got more of a lag. I've got a helper here, and she's seeing a bit of a lag as well, so I need to be sensitive to that. So we're at 52 from Isabel Duran for the knife rests. We will do a countdown from 10. So 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And if I can see a bid end, that will close us off. All right, so Nate put in the bid end. So we've got $52 from Isabel Duran. Thank you so much, Isabel, for picking that up. All right. Next item is kind of a mixed ephemera lot. Oh, I will try to, the ones that I can remember, I apologize, I'm not going to remember all of them. I donated the Doxie knife rests. I found those at an estate sale, so I picked those up specifically to offer here. This is a collection from a couple different people. This actually came to me from a birthday card that Dawn sent me last year. And it was the front of the card. There's it's a magnet. So it's a little paper Dachshund in a sweater. And so that I'm donating into it. I picked up this vintage postcard of a Doxie. It's embossed. The stamp is no longer on it, but somebody wrote in that it was from 1919. So we've got, and this is starting at $10.
Thank you.
Thank you. The left-in poodle shaker sold for $25. Thank you so much. And thank you to Debbie from Chicago. She donated the left-in poodle shakers. So the Doxie postcard is included. This is a piece of art that was donated by Debbie from Missouri, if I remember correctly. It is a limited edition, number 5 out of 100. And it comes with a certificate of authenticity. That's from August 2022. The artist is Kimberly Helgeson Sams. And the shirt, actually, I think the shirt was donated to me last year by Melody. Melody and Halem. And then these set of greeting cards. We got "I'm so lucky to have you as a friend." These are all, there's 3 of them. They're all Hallmark, relatively contemporary greeting cards. All my other friends are normal. So you've got the Dachshunds on the front of that. And then there's a Dachshund looking up at a grill. And that one says, "Hope your birthday celebration is well done." So you get that. You get another greeting card, little Doxie. And these all come with their envelopes. Unused. Congratulations to a real wiener. And then also donated by Debbie from Missouri is a collection of Doxie stamps. So these are stamps from around the world. They're canceled, but they all have Dachshunds on them. And I don't want to try and take them all apart. But you can see some of the art. So there's Vietnam, Grenada. So it's this collection of stamps. So right now, I think we're at $10 for this set. So it gets the stamps, the greeting cards, 3 greeting cards, the limited edition artwork, the 1919 Dachshund postcard, and the contemporary magnet that came from an old greeting card that was given to me. So all of these are available in one lot, currently going for $10. A couple of people mentioned that the reminders did not go out tonight, and I'm not sure. YouTube's been being really weird lately in general, so I'm not sure why that is. I did put an extra reminder in my comments, but nobody was liking that, so I don't think people saw that either. So anyway, so I'm going to go ahead and count this down. Going for $10 right now, I believe is the last bid.
Yep, $10.
So $10 again. So we're going to count this down from 10, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And then we grab a bid end. And I think the only bid I've got is for the $10 from, there's the bid end. So the winner is Reclaimed Treasures by Mary for $10. So thank you so much. Sorry, Karen. Karen, just missed you because it did come after the bid end. So do I need to do it for those who are trying to bid, and also for my helper? Do I need to do a longer countdown?
I think 10.
Okay. From here, it sounds like 10 should be enough.
Yeah, I think it's fine. 10 or 15 for the lag.
Go ahead and do 15.
Yeah,
Okay.
Karen was possibly just a little bit late. She may be lagging particularly badly. Sorry,
No,
Karen.
it's on the bottom of the sheet. It was just one of the options. Okay. Okay. So the Lufton sold for 25. Nate, what was the next thing that was coming up for sale?
The next item.
Oh, the playing cards.
That's right, the playing cards, and that has 9 minutes and 13 seconds. Has currently 5 bids and is sitting at $30.
Excellent. So again, these are the cards. So this is the eBay. Nate is dropping the link into the chat. So there's 6 copies of this design. So you got the double Dachshunds with the green background, and then you've got cat and a dog. Double. What? Half of them are upside down, half of them are not. I don't know what I did with these. They all look. I got pretty pictures when I posted them. silhouette. Most of these, because a couple of them do have the ace of spades totally by accident, but most of these do not have anything on them of whose they are or when they were published. But they all have that vintage look to them. And there are 20 unique designs. And then that one had 6 versions of that one design. And they are all just absolutely adorable. 2 of them, I think it's these 2, yeah, don't have anything on the back. I think what these were when they sold them in a box, I think these were the ones that sat on the top to show you what the pattern was in the box. So these are not have playing cards, but on the back, the rest are all actual playing cards. So I guess there's a thing that you swap them. I didn't know that, but it is cool to have 20 unique Doxie designs. I'm glad that those are selling for a nice amount. If they're already up to $30, that's fantastic. All right. So the next item actually was donated by Nate himself. So this one is going to start at $25. And what this is Nate loves his silver. So he found these at a sale. And I don't have the card on it anymore, Nate. So I don't remember who you bought them from. But it's a Doxie silhouette and a bone as a pair of pierced earrings on the little card that marks that they're sterling silver.
I think I got those from Leanne, Crafty Kitty Vintage, I think.
Okay. And then along with that is the necklace. And the necklace is also the silhouette.
Oh, sorry, Patrick. Did you say 20 or 25?
I said 25. You're good.
25. Okay, great.
And the earrings said sterling on them. I did not pull out the loop, but I'm assuming since they're all from the same design that the necklace, at least the pendant, is also sterling. I don't know about the chain. But yes, so Nate, because Nate's in New Zealand, it's harder sometimes for him to support everything that's going on. So he found a reseller, Leanne, that was selling these, and she sent them to me early on. I've had these for a while.
Yep.
So I always appreciate that. So they're absolutely, oh yeah, here's the note. Yep, crafty kitty vintage.
Yeah, I thought so.
I tucked it into the back of the box. So I thought it was a dachshund, but it's a duck. So she's bought it, or Nate bought it, and then she shipped it to me, and we're offering it here. So this is $25 for the jewelry. Again, the Doxie with the bone, and then the pendant to match. I don't see any bids for the jewelry, so we will set that aside to be sold at another sale and still be donated to the charity. The helper that I've got here today, this was one of her favorites.
I didn't already have brass eyes.
We've got a pair of Doxie brass bookends. So these also start at $25, Nate. So be aware for these, they're pretty heavy. So they're bookends, they're supposed to be heavy, but they are felted on the bottom. If you feel inside, you can feel the edge of where the brass stops, and it feels like they filled it with something to give it that additional heft. But you've got, the Doxie's favorite hobby, destroying things. So you've got the stack of books with the top cover in the mouth of the Dachshund. So we've got, it's kind of a curved base. So we've got Antique Agenda starting out with a $25 bid. Thank you so much, Elizabeth. So again, they're both felted on the bottom. They have a little bit of patina to them. You can see there's a little bit of color going onto the top, but it's just this beautiful. Okay, Chad's taking up to 30. They do appear to be, I tried really hard to make sure, they do appear to be identical. They look like they're in the exact same pose, doing the exact same thing. His paw looks like it's lifted up from the book a little bit more than his, but I think they're the same. So you can sometimes sell bookmarks or bookends independently, but this is a pair and they've got some good weight to them. So just keep that in mind depending on where I'm shipping. I'm shipping from Chicago. So depending on where I'm shipping, that will add a little bit to the weight. Although worst case scenario, these will fit into one of the flat rate boxes. I don't typically need to do that because shipping from the Chicago, from the center of the United States, I usually can make it with a pretty decent cost.
Someone wanted the necklace.
Thank you.
Isabel, thank you.
Yeah, so Isabel looks like she's stepping in to take the necklace. So thank you so much, Isabel, for picking that up. And so we do have a couple of bids now for the bookends. So I think at 30 was the last one. Yeah, there's the jewelry. So we'll go ahead and do a countdown. I'll do it from 15 just so we don't miss out on anybody. So 15, 14, I can't count. I'm trying to like multitask. Okay. No, this is the one. Here it is. I just didn't give you the wrong one. 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And I'm looking for the bid end. And we're not doing just in case, just to keep things simpler, because I don't ever do these. And it looks like, watching for the bid end. There's the bid end. So this goes to Chad for $30. So thank you, Chad. I think you got a good deal on those. I appreciate your support.
Thanks, Chad. That were really cool.
Oh, we got Dawn's pop back in. Oh
my God.
Okay, now that doesn't look like a Doxie.
So I think he might be a Cocker Spaniel wire hair Dachshund mix. I'm not sure. His legs are a little bit longer. He's older. His name is Piney.
Hi, Piney.
He's like between 12 and 15.
That's how I'm going to start aging myself. I'm between 45 and 55.
He's a little bit weak in the back legs, but got him neutered and a dental, and he's ready for a new home. He loves to sleep in the big bed. Just a sweetheart, very low key.
Cute. So he is one that's also looking for his forever home.
Yeah, so he's a little bit bigger. I'd say he's
about 18 he looks like a big boy.
He's like 18 pounds. Legs are a little bit longer.
Sorry, what breed did you say he was, Dawn?
I'm going to do a DNA test. I think he is Cocker Spaniel and maybe a wire hair Dachshund.
Oh,
maybe
so
some poodle too. I don't know because his hair is pretty curly.
Oh, those eyes.
Yeah. The eyes get you, don't they?
Yeah, those go with the 3 glass pieces. I don't know how I'm going to do that as an offer up. Okay. We're debating some things here because I hadn't planned on doing offer ups. So there's one thing I'm not sure how to do. All right, but I've got the next item.
Oh, I thought that was me.
All right, so ever since we were dating ourselves when we recognized the name of Roscoe P. Coltrane for Dawn's first dog. Now we all get to date ourselves by watching Saturday Night Live. And this is an actual dog toy. So believe it or not, you too can let your dogs play with this and annoy the heck out of you by hearing that all the time. So this is going to start at $10. This was donated by Debbie from Missouri, if I remember correctly. We also had Debbie from Chicago, but there is something else from Debbie from Chicago coming up. But this one I think is Debbie from Missouri, or it was Robin G. Oh, and this might be Robin G. I'm so confused. Anyway, so this is starting at $10. It is what it is. I think it is copyrighted on here from like 2019, so it's not particularly old, but it definitely has that vintage idea. I would think there'd be a lot of people of a certain age that don't even know who this is. I don't think
no idea who that is.
You don't know who it is?
I have absolutely no idea. It's a stuff of nightmares, but I don't know anything apart from that.
So it would have dated back to the 70s, maybe 80s on Saturday Night Live. And it was a little claymation character that kind of, I guess, was trying to mimic Davy and Goliath or something. And Mr. Bill he'd keep falling out of windows and then getting run over by trucks. So like that was like, and he would always, anytime something bad happened to him, he would say, "Oh no." So yeah. He didn't sound like that though, but that's what he looked like.
Well, we didn't get Saturday Night Live here. I've seen a few episodes on YouTube, but it was never around at the time.
So Karen Dondelinger, who is also supporting us through donating a mystery box, she has bid on this for the $10. And I'm going to go ahead and start counting him down because I don't want to spend too much time. That's why I don't do offer ups. I find them boring. So we will go ahead and count this down, but we'll let Mr. Bill one more say. So have your night terrors ready. So count down from 15, 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. We're looking for the bid end. And I don't know, for people that do offer ups all the time, I suddenly am like traumatized that I'm going to forget how to count backwards. So I'm going to skip a number. So we've got the bid end. So $10 is the actual bid. And here's the number. Okay. And the cards sold. And the winning bid for the cards was, hold on. Waiting for payment. So far, 3 things have sold. So the cards sold for $39. Fantastic. So thanks so much for donating for that donation. And actually, that was an eBay bid, so it was totally on the up and up. But the Huckster helper, and actually, she's a Huckster handler. My helper tonight, she actually won. So $39. And the Lefton salt and pepper shakers went for $25, and the Huckleberry Hound went for $35. So the next items that's coming up for bid in the next 12 minutes. What's ending next is the Mid-Century Modern Chrysler magazine. So it is actually the Chrysler events from 1952. Yeah, from April 1952. Got these adorable boxers on the front. It would go to Chrysler automobile owners, but there's just some great photography, some great illustrations in here. We've got the Memphis Hails King Cotton. We've got How Well Do You Know Your Dogs? So you've got like a little article. And they actually had a competition at the time, which I don't have the answers, but the competition was name those dog breeds. Are you kidding me? They all look the same.
They do.
Like, I mean, they're supposed to be, those are 6 different dog breeds. I have no idea. And that was their competition. And so you had to enter the drawing to win a $200. But I don't know how anybody would win. But then you've got color illustrations, got an Afghan. You do have a Doxie. About to eat that plant, I'm sure. And then some radio music, got a good 2-page spread for the auto lovers because this is a Chrysler magazine. And then some sports, an advertisement for the Plymouth Belvedere, full-page ad for the 1952 Plymouth Belvedere. And then probably the best layout in the magazine, the 2-page spread for spring bonnets. So beautiful piece. This is up. Nate just dropped the link for that. That ends in 10 minutes and currently has no bids. Or now has a bid. Okay, so thank you so much. So the next item, this came from Debbie from Chicago. This, I think I've sold some of these in the past, but I've never sold the set. So it starts at $30, Nate. And this is coasters. Everyone knows I got a thing for coasters. These are dog coasters. So this is a set of 8 bridge set, poker set, whatever you want to call, of dogs playing poker or playing cards. I don't know if they're playing poker, and I need to pull my cheaters out for this. So this starts at $30. So you've got, this is like dog breed 101. I have no idea what that is. A Skye Terrier, maybe. I just play for fun. Then we've got maybe an Airedale. I never get hands like this. And then a Cocker Spaniel, possibly. Your deal, partner. Oh, wait, we did debate. I think one's an Afghan and one's a Cocker Spaniel. So your deal, partner, and then I bid 7 hearts. So somebody said one of those is an Afghan, but I don't remember which one was which. And they could be snack bowls. They are relatively shallow. So they're the general size of coasters. You can't see it from here, but they are translucent, so they're bone china. They have a little bit of a dish, so they could be nut cups. It could be an ashtray, but there's no place specifically for the cigarette. Mind if I kibitz? Thinking it's Shih Tzu, but I'm not sure about that one. Okay, so smoking Afghan. Bulldogs is for Dana. I play my own system. Got the Bulldog. What I think is the Basset Hound. What's Trump? And then the Dachshund. Diamonds are my long suit. So Dana is grabbing the Bulldog. She's got the $30 bid in. So it is a complete set of 8. They're not... some of them still have the original sticker on it. They're Ardalt, Japan. And I specifically said nothing I had damage, and I thought that was true. And so I apologize, Dana, if this changes anything. But as I just held up the stack, I just saw a chip. So the whatever this one was has a tiny chip right there on the edge. I did not notice it when I was photographing these and was looking at them initially. So I hope if that changes anything, just let me know, because I would have announced that if I had seen it earlier. But it's just there on the edge. So it's not noticeable as you're looking at it. But as you stack them up, that was how I saw it. Because you can see there's a little bit of a...
No big deal.
No big deal. That's that. Thank you so much for supporting. So I've got Dana. So Gray's 2010H is... So Cheryl's thinking they are snack dishes. I'm telling you, Cheryl, I need a bigger snack than that. But, you know, if you're on a diet, like, knock yourself out. I mean, these sometimes they're sold, like some of the dishes could be salt dips, or they could be nut cups. These, because they're flat and their surface is flat, I do think they're coasters, but you can use them whatever you want. But I thought Dana might like the Bulldog, and the Doxie lovers. There's a Dachshund. So I think I've sold a set of 4 before. I don't think I knew that there was a set of 6 or a set of 8. So I think we're at $30. We're going to go ahead and count these down. So from 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. So that is looking for bid end. We got the bid end, which means $30. Dana gets these from Grace 2010H. So thank you so much, Dana, for picking those up. All right. I now have some terriers. So just like Beth had some items that were not all Doxies, we are all dog lovers here. I personally had a Basset Hound. So we're all giving for all things. I meant to cut this off. All right. So ignore the string that's attached to this. This is a little mixed lot. I actually added some things together so that we just get through the evening a little bit faster. So we've got a little terrier of some sort, kind of a schnauzer-ish, with a clock that is made in occupied Japan.
What's the starting bid on this?
I'm sorry, these start at 15.
15, thank
So
you.
this is a lot of 3. They're all terriers. So you've got this terrier, and I'll show them in more detail. You've got a Scotty, who kind of looks like the Scotty from the Disney movie. And then I think this is a Scotty as well. So you've got the white-bodied Scotty with the gold stub tail and the gold tipped ears. No marking on the bottom of him. You've got the slightly taller Scotty with the little yellow polka dot, kind of more like a shirt as opposed to a sweater, because you can see a collar on it. And then the Occupy Japan piece, the clock face. Can't tell if I think it's painted on. Might have been a transfer wear. I'm not sure why he has a clock. I'm not sure his significance. He is not a salt and pepper shaker or anything. He's literally just a little figurine of a cute dog with a clock, and made in Occupied Japan. So this set was basically, I put them in at $5 each. So it's starting at $15. So $15 for the set of 3. So we're starting looking for bids to grab this lot of the 3 terriers. And we know Dana is the bulldog supporter. So we've got any terrier lovers. These would be $15. We see no takers for those. We'll go ahead and pass on those and try and find them a home at another time. We'll go to another Doxie item. All right. This one was also donated by Robin G. This one does have a tiny bit of damage because he's a wood carved dog. And you can see the tip of his tail has kind of broken off or snapped off. His tail wouldn't have been that much longer, I don't think, but it would have been longer. So his tail, unfortunately, has been damaged. He is starting at $20, and he has some writing on the bottom. He was carved by GC, and then it looks like he was carved in December of 1984 or 1884. I think he looks older than 1984, personally.
Or is it 1284, Patrick?
It says 1284.
Yeah.
So I'm thinking December 84.
Yep, 13th century probably.
There you go, 13th century. Bunch of monks carved the Dachshund. So it does say 1284. I don't know. I mean, I don't deal with wood carvings all that often. But those eyes look older than 1984. And just some of the detail, he just has worn quite a bit. I don't think he's from 1884 though, but he is an adorable piece starting at $20. I think he's a fantastic item. He's even got like his ribs have been carved into it. He's just absolutely adorable. The detail that went into the making the ears look and feel a little bit different than the rest of the dog's carving. Got a little bit of a smile on him. And again, remember, particularly for the Doxie items, anything that you are interested in supporting the fundraiser, you can purchase and have shipped to Dawn, and then she can use it for her raffles and gift baskets and door prizes for other fundraisers she does throughout the year. So a little surprised that he does not get any love, but we're going to pass the $20 wooden carved dog to go to the next item. All right. So this one I'm not sure the best way to do this one, Nate. So you need to probably give me some tips. So what I have is 3 individual Devonheart dogs. So these are not the later candy containers. These are the ones that have the little D in the heart on the side. So what I was originally going to do is sell these. You know what? I'm just going to sell these individually. So we're not going to do this as an offer up.
Okay.
Does that sound okay, Nate?
Yep, that sounds great.
Okay, because originally I don't want to deal with the choice and re-auctioning or whatever. So these are going to be 67 for $15.
You did have something about the dog.
But so one of them is a brownish color dog. We're going to give him V for violin.
Are they $15 each, Patrick?
$15 each. So if you want the greenish color with a little bit of brown, he's V. If you want the cobalt blue, he's T. And if you want the darker kind of caramel colored brown, he is E. And I think that's a different order than I gave them. So E is this color. So they are open on the bottom, and you might be recognize the clear ones of these. These were all originally made by Debenhart. So they all have the little D in the heart on the side. But when the company went under in the 60s, they sold their molds, and the molds had the little logo taken out. And then they started mass producing these in clear glass, and they put candy inside and then put a piece of paper on it to sell the candy. So these are the earlier ones, and you can see them, you know them because they have the little heart on the side with the D in the middle. So I picked these up from an estate of somebody who used to work at the Debenhart factory. They had hundreds and hundreds of these and all the different shapes that they used to make. And I thought, yep, they're dogs. So I will pick these up. This one, I say they're from an estate, but some of them were tagged. I think they've been trying to sell. So this one was actually called Dark Dapple. I know Dawn's really into the dog colors, and I've never understood them. So they called this one Dark Dapple, but basically it's side glass.
I'm holding a dapple.
All right, you're going to get this full screen in a second. The Cobalt one, should have cleaned him a little bit better. And then this one actually had a price tag on him. He was at one point was selling for $35. So these are $15 each. If you want the darker colored one, he's the E.
I think we have a taker for T, Patrick.
All right, so Helen Casey is taking the cobalt colored one. So thank you, Helen. Poodle is taking the Dapple. So that was E.
And Chad would like V.
And Chad is taking the one marked for $35. So you get kind of the greenish. He's got more of a tan caramel color as you look through it this way. They're really pretty, but when you put them in the dark, the two slag ones looked similar. So thank you so much for picking those up. So that was the simplest way. I was originally planning to sell them flat price anyway. So $15 is a very competitive price. Some more Doxies. This is another mixed lot. I think Tiger was in the chat a little bit earlier. And this includes a mug that Tiger donated. So it says, "Love my Doxie." And this is a fairly large... This is a fairly large size mug. I don't know if it says on the bottom. It doesn't have the size on the bottom, but it does still have its original price tag on it. It says $24.50. This starts at $15 for this lot. So there's 3 items in the lot. So it's $15. You get the Doxie mug donated by Tiger. And then 2 Doxie figurines, each donated by Judy Scallett, who was also in the chat a little bit earlier. So we've got a seated Doxie. Some felt was added to the bottom of this one, so I'm not sure if there was any markings on the bottom of that. So you got the seated Doxie and then a standing Doxie, which is similar, I think, to one of the other ones we had. So this one doesn't have any markings on it either. So this is a lot of 3 items starting at $15. The standing Doxie, the seated Doxie, and the Doxie mug. And I would say that this is probably at least a 14-ounce mug. It's a decent size.
Somebody did say something about the wooden dog, if I read it correctly.
And yes, Nate, did somebody grab the wooden dog? It's still sitting here. I think I was.
Send it to Don, but Bill me if that's what they were talking about.
I don't think anyone purchased it.
It said no takers, but then she said send it to Don, bill me. So I don't know if she was referring to the dog. I don't know what she was referring to.
So the note that we found, my helper found, is Elderly Poodle says send to Dawn. Did Elderly Poodle buy something else before the glass dog?
She did. She bought it for Dawn.
But what did she buy?
I think she's talking about the wooden dog. Is that right, Poodle?
Oh, yeah, because she says bill me. So I think she's talking about the wooden dog. And then she also just bought the glass. And then...
And she just put 20 on it. She was 20 on that.
So are you... Out of sheer coincidence, Poodle, I don't think you would have known this, but the dog originally had a number of 20 as well. So when you say 20, are you bidding $20 for the mug and 2 Doxies? This is why I don't do auction offer ups. It's just far too confusing.
I think it was the wooden one.
Okay, so yeah, the wooden one was $20. So okay, so Poodle's buying the wood. Okay,
Well, then she said, yeah.
so yeah, you bought that. You bought the. Yes. Okay, so she bought. No, we haven't done the drawing for the mystery boxes yet, Joni.
So she bought the wooden dog and the 3.
So she bought the wooden dog for 20, and that I'm shipping to Dawn, and then she bought the glass
But then she
dog.
said got 3 dogs.
I think the 20 was that because that was what was $20. So I do not have any bidders yet for.
Then she said, and the 3 glass Doxies.
Yes, I bought the Dapple from.
For me and the glass Doxies 3. I'm not sure what she means, so she's confusing.
All right, so for Poodle, this was this lot is $15. Was Poodle taking this for 15, or is this still available?
I'm not sure. Sorry.
Yeah, I apologize, Poodle. I appreciate you supporting. I appreciate you grabbing. I bought
3, and the Dapple dog, and the mug and Doxies.
So 3 things: the wooden dog, that, and the glass.
Wow.
okay. So these go to. I didn't do the countdown, but we're going to assume this is just going to Poodle for $15 for these 3 items. So okay. Thank you. I appreciate that, Poodle. I really appreciate your support, and I apologize for getting confused. Okay. Why do I have a wayward card? What would this have
That's
been?
this.
Oh, that was from that. Okay. All right. This donation.
MC and Chrysler magazine has sold Patrick for two bids are $10.
Excellent.
That was the last one.
All right. That also got sold to my handler. So appreciate that. And so 8:45, something should be coming up for.
Yep. I'm just putting that in now.
All right, the wooden dog. So this ends in 5 minutes on eBay. Nate is dropping the link for this one.
Yep, just dropped it.
So this is currently up for sale. This was actually, I bought this from Jeannie, who's Beauchamp. When she first started doing live sales, I bought this from her because I used to have a Basset Hound. So this is still available. I'm donating this. So this is available on the eBay. There's currently no bids for this. And it is opening at $25 is the first bid. And yes, Joni, that is Nate helping me out. All right, now I need to give the screen to Dawn because she has a buddy.
I do. Got
Oh,
Charlie.
they get cuter and cuter.
Might remember him from last year. Charlie Brown is a sanctuary dog. He's blind. You can see his eyes. He's got really bad cataracts.
Oh.
He is 14 years old, and he was given up. His owner went into assisted living and she wasn't really taking care of herself, so hadn't really been taking very good care of him. So since he's gone blind since he's been with me, so that's why he's not available. He knows the house, he knows the yards here, so he gets around well here. He can even do the dog doors.
Oh, wow.
Yep.
Now, you said he is a Dapple?
He's a chocolate dapple. Yep. So,
Chocolate. I do not understand the colorations of the dogs.
so you can see.
And that's just that. So the Dapple refers to just the mottled color.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay.
I think so. In other breeds, it might be called Merle.
Okay. And then didn't you say there's something like a double Dapple, or there's something dangerous about double Dapples?
Yes, and I personally have several double dapples that I went a little crazy during COVID and went through a puppy phase. So I've got some of my own personal dogs that are double dapples that are either blind or deaf. So I'll show you one of
So
those.
there is a problem if you breed two dapples together. There's a
Yep.
problem with that. Okay, interesting.
Yeah.
Hi, Charlie Brown.
One of my double dapples, Fletcher, he'll be 1 in January. He's actually studying to be a therapy dog.
Oh. So Pam is asking, can you do cataract surgeries on dogs like they could do for humans?
They probably could, but he's got a heart murmur, so there's always a risk putting him under sedation. So, and he gets, like I said, I mean, he gets along fine here. So when he's eating though, if anyone is like, if I'm getting the food ready for the other dogs and my foot or my leg happens to rub against him and he's eating, he'll attack because he thinks it's some other animal trying to get his food. So he ran into the stove while he was eating and started attacking that. So very quiet now, but he
and Gritty very correctly says they're all therapy dogs in one way or another. That's what dogs are for.
That's true.
Now, is there such a thing as a brindle in a dachshund, or is that the equivalent of a dapple?
No. So I don't have a brindle here with me today, but I did rescue a brindle Chiweenie. So it's the same. Brindle in a dachshund is a brindle in like a Great Dane or other breeds. It's the same. So it's like that kind of black and brown sort of stripy pattern.
Excellent. All right. Well, Cheryl Ross had put up the question about the donation. So it's scrolling across the bottom of the screen, but depending on how you see it, you may not be able to see the message. So I put that in. It's paypal.me/JOMDR.
I just put that in the chat, Patrick.
Oh, perfect. Thank you. So we have a handful of items left. So we'll probably be taking donations till about 9 o'clock. And then we need to make sure that we get those processed so we can get them all in the little random name generator so that Dawn can then pull the names. So if you do want to make a donation, for every $5 you donate, you get an entry into the drawing for a chance to win 5 mystery boxes, one of which is being donated by Cheryl Ross. And get rid of the message. Okay. And out of sheer coincidence, I had already pulled this before Cheryl put her comment. This was donated by Cheryl Ross. So in addition to doing a mystery box donation, she's also donating this made in Japan pin cushion. So it has the floral decoration around the pin cushion. The fabric is still there. I think I sold this the first year for the fundraiser, but it didn't have the fabric insert. So I didn't know what it was. I'm like, why is this weird hole in the back of the Dachshund? So this has the pin cushion, and they even put a little pin in it. So there was no question that this is a pin cushion. It's I'm assuming because the color on the flowers is in perfect condition, I'm assuming he was designed just to be white. Yeah. So I was afraid he was maybe cold painted and the colors ran off, but then those colors probably would have rubbed off as well. So this one's starting at $20. This is for the Dachshund pin cushion. He is not marked in any way on the bottom, but he's that look. He is the made in Japan, style look. Probably vintage cloth in the pin cushion itself. And
you say $10, Patrick? Sorry.
$20.
$20. Thank you.
And so I don't know if there's such a thing as an all white Dachshund. Dawn?
I've got one that's almost all white.
Really?
Yeah. She's actually right here. Come here. She's got a little bit of brown on her face. But her body she's all.
Oh yeah, that's pretty pale.
So she's deaf.
Oh, she's so pretty.
And she's a
sweet one. I want to say Lily May or something like that, but that's not right.
This is Penny Lane.
Penny Lane.
Yep.
Oh.
So she's one of my own personal ones.
Penny Lane's giving some love.
Yeah, she's really sweet. But the thing is with deaf dogs, they don't know how loud they are when they bark, and all my deaf dogs have a very high-pitched bark.
Too cute. All right. So this pin cushion is starting at $20. As Joni said, vintageous. Pin cushions are very collectible. And we do have a bid from Karen Dundelinger. So thank you, Karen, for supporting. Once again, Karen is also Sunny's Vintage Surprises, I think is the name of the business. She is also donating a mystery box as well. So we've got the $20. I'll go ahead and do the countdown for this from 15, 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. So we're looking for bid end. So we got the bid end. So we've got Karen Dondelinger with $20 for the Doxie pin cushion. All right, we're going to jump breeds for a second for all the poodle lovers out there. So Elderly Poodle says that she has Chihuahuas, which caught me off guard. But Elderly Poodle, we have a donation. These came from, some of them are from Judy Scallett. Actually, no, I think all of these are from Judy Scallett. So we've got, all right, so we've got the last item. Hi, Sheila. The last item that's up for eBay that'll be closing at the top of the hour is this wire poodle sculpture. So out of sheer coincidence, I'm talking about two different things of poodles. So this is, it's kind of, it looks like it was made like on a window screen, metal mesh screen doors type screen, whatever. But it's been cut into a shape and then applied with ribbon trim, leaves. They've cut out the shape for the tail. The legs are individually done. Well, the feet are individually done. That I think did have bids on it already, but that is going to close at the top of the hour. And until that, we have a poodle lot. This lot starts at 25 because one of them is the larger poodle. And then we've got a smaller redware poodle. And then we've got the little pair of spaghetti poodles, which I have a feeling should be chained to a mama poodle, but I do not have the mama poodle. So we've got the two smaller scale poodles that are not identical, but clearly were designed to go together. And they have the collar on their neck that looks like a chain or something would go through there.
Oh, look at that.
So you've got Elderly Poodle has got the first bid in for $25. So you've got the pair of poodles. None of them were marked. Oh no, wait, I take that back. The little ones do have a paper Japan sticker on them. The redware poodle does not have any markings at all. And its tail's a little bit longer, but that's a poodle. And then the bigger poodle seated. I don't think those are glass eyes. I think it's all ceramic porcelain. And it also is not have a maker mark, but it does have the numbered mark. And that to me kind of looked like the way Lefton sometimes marks their figures, but I wouldn't swear to that. But it does kind of have that Lefton look, but no original label. So this is a set of 4 poodles for $25. We've got the opening bid for $25 from Elderly Poodle, very appropriate. And we'll do the countdown, 15, 14. Judy is saying the large one is Lefton. Thank you so much, Judy. 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. So we're looking for bid end for the poodle lot. And there we got the bid end. So thank you so much, Judy, for the Judy Scallett for the donation of all of these poodles, and they sell to Elderly Poodle for $25. All right, we're going to some jewelry. So this is a little bit smaller than the Doxie Christmas pin that Beth had, but it has the same kind of look to it, but it's not limited to Christmas. This one, so you've got a little stone in his collar, a stone in his eye, and stones in his tail. This one's starting at $15 for the gold tone Doxie brooch. So you've got that elongated nose, very elongated body and legs. So it's kind of got a mid-century modern, kind of aesthetic going, but just he's very stylized. And then you've got the big bow around his, or collar around his neck, and then the big curly tail on the back. See how it's attached. Perfect condition. All the stones are theirs. So again, we're starting him at $15. Oh, cutie. And again, in 8 minutes, we've got the poodle mesh wall hanging that will end on eBay. And we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 lots left to sell. And then we'll be doing the drawing. So we'll probably turn off donations for the mystery box prizes. We will turn those off at 9 o'clock. And just saw a chat that came up internally. This is there we go. We are selling. Dawn is able to sell shirts to support the rescue. So we're dropping the link for that into the chat as well. So I don't see any takers for the jewelry. So this will be set aside and sold at a later date. All right. Next one is a lot of Doxies again. This one is a mixed set. It is selling for $20, starting at $20. And it includes a pair of Doxie salt and pepper shakers. Check out the coloring on that. Like almost look like a gray on the understone, but just the smiley face. Look, it's like the little smile. It has the original cork. It has a tail up, seated. Also a fun look on the face. This one, they do have a sticker which says Aardmark. Let's see. Artmark Originals. So you get a pair of the salt and pepper shakers. They both have the sticker on them. You also get another seated Doxie figurine. And you get oh so comfy limited edition by Christopher Nick Dachshund collector's plate. And the collector's plate actually still has the styrofoam, so it'll be easy to ship. So this one was donated by Judy Scallett. Salt and pepper shakers were donated by me, I think. And the plate was donated by Robin G. So this was kind of a mixed bag of how this lot came together. So grouping those together. Oh, do I hear Dawn with another puppy?
Oh, yeah. Another one of my own.
Oh.
This is Fletcher. He's also deaf. He's a double dapple. He's going to be a therapy dog. So he actually, when I went to visit my family in Illinois last month, he flew on the airplane was very well behaved.
Adorable.
Yeah, he's got really pretty coloring. I mean, dapple dogs are beautiful, but it's just genetically, it's not good.
So are dapples themselves uncommon? So is that why putting a dapple and a dapple together? Is it just?
I mean, they're not as common, but I mean, they just, he's got like blue eyes. I mean, he's a beautiful dog, and a lot of them, he was from an Amish breeder, I think in Pennsylvania. So the breeder, because he couldn't hear, he took him to a rescue because he knew he couldn't sell, or he thought he couldn't sell him.
And then, I mean, this is like just a problem with, overbreeding and puppy mills and things like that. So then what would happen if a double dapple were then bred? I'm assuming those conditions would continue to be more prevalent.
They might have a dog or have a puppy that didn't have any issues, but they would carry that gene. So
the chances are, okay.
Yeah.
And so do you know for his brothers and sisters in that, were there dogs that weren't problems?
I know there was another dog in his litter that was also supposed to be given up. And then for some reason the guy changed his mind, and I guess maybe he thought the other dog wasn't as deaf. I don't know. He thought that he could sell him, so he kept the one.
Oh, okay. All right. Interesting. All right. So the little lot of Doxie, the plate, the little Doxie, this was starting at $20. You don't see any bidders for these. So the plate, the little Doxie, and then the Doxie salt and pepper shaker. Those looks like we've got no takers on those. So those will also be set aside and might be combined with the brooch and made into a much bigger lot. See what happens with that later. All right. Next is another mix. So now we're going to move into the spaniels. So anyone who's a spaniel lover, we've got a set of 5 spaniels, and this is starting. Poodle's taking all of the Doxie, the Doxie lot. So okay, thank you, Poodle.
Thanks, Poodle.
So these are spaniels, and this is starting at 20. So these are kind of a variety of sizes, and we're also going to guess that they're spaniels because I maybe was taking a little bit of license on these. So we're going to say this is a spaniel, and he is marked made in Japan, and he is something. Trinket holder. I think he's too big to be a pin cushion. He just has the old max hold your scrub brush. I have no idea. He's just got a fun look on his face, and I don't know. I kind of thought he had a little more of a spaniel look than a hound look, although my handler is looking at me like I'm crazy. So we may not have a spaniel there.
And the starting on this metric was?
What's that?
The starting on this?
20. This is also starting at 20. So then this one is, I think, a spaniel. It's got a huge chest. It's like, this thing is very proud. It might be a hunting dog, but I thought it was a type of, but spaniels are hunting dogs. So I think, so Rebecca's saying that this is just a planter. So, okay, it's a smallish planter, but that's fair enough. So this is just, another individual dog, no markings on the bottom. This one kind of looks like Lady from Lady and the Tramp. I don't think Lady ever played a concertina. So we've got a little dog playing the accordion concertina, stamped Japan. And then the 2 smaller ones, one is marked Genuine Bone China, Japan. I'm pretty sure he's a spaniel. And then the other one is marked Bone China, Japan, but it's a different sticker than the other one. And I would say that's pretty much a spaniel as well. So we've got the spaniel lot of 5 dogs. So basically $4 a piece. The 2 smaller ones that are Bone China. The stamped Japan one. The unmarked one with a very hairy chest. And then the smallish planter. So that lot is starting at $20. Looks like we have no takers on that one. So we are going to set that aside for a later time. This, we're moving into a German, well, we're going to ask. German Shepherd territory, I think, is where we're at. Although I felt his face looked kind of like a duck. So I'm not sure if he's like, is there something like a Belgian Shepherd or something like that? Like, I'm not 100% sure. So he got put in on because he's a big size. You compare him to the little Spaniel that I had. They're pretty big. And he is starting at $15. This was donated by, this is donated by Red Rooster Relics. She had a booth where I used to have a booth. So she supported the fundraiser last year and she supported it this year. She also donated the big mesh piece, which also just sold. I think I just got a notification that it sold. So I don't know what it sold for.
25 US dollars, I think it was, Patrick.
All right. So it looks like the wooden hound dog did not sell, but the poodle sold for 25. So that's great. So she donated that. She also donated this. So we've got a shepherd of some sort, $15. And he's just a big boy. Beautifully made. Great sheen to him, but he's a shelf setter. He's not. All right. So I thought there was a Belgian something.
Belgian Malinois.
Malinois.
Yes.
All right. I wouldn't have guessed that unless Pam spelled it wrong.
Malinois.
Okay. I think it's more fun the way Pam did it. Malinowski. We got a little Belgian, a little Polish, whatever works. Malinois. There we go. Pam just fixed it. So autocorrect turned it into something very different. Stupid spell check. So the Belgian Malinois, which I thought Belgian Shepherd, like I thought there was something called Belgian. I don't know if that's what this is, but yeah, it's just a beautiful figurine. But like Dana said, she's never seen a dog with a snout like that. I mean, it does have a very, very different look. So he is 15. I will give credit. She did try and sell this in her booth first and didn't sell. So maybe they didn't know what it was either. But it is a good looking dog. But I will pass on the Belgian German Shepherd Malinois. Another mixed lot is coming up. These also include a salt and pepper shaker. And this is going to start at 25, Nate. And it is just a mixed breed lot. So first we've got Huskies. So for any of our Husky lovers, we have a set of Husky salt and pepper shakers.
Sorry, could you tell me that start again, please, Patrick?
25.
Thank you.
So there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 figurines in this mix. 2 of them are the salt and pepper shaker. They've got a distinct look. So one is sleeping, one is standing with a little funny smiling face. So we've got the pair of Husky salt and pepper shakers. You then have I think it was an old English sheepdog. Got the long hair covering one eye and the other eye is peeking out. He does have a stamp on him that he's hand decorated from Norcrest, crafted in Japan. So you got the both stickers on there. So you got the Huskies were donated by me. The sheepdog was Judy Scallett. I think this is a Bichon Frise. That's another bone china one. That's also donated by Judy. Cutie. Or he might be a Westie. No, I don't think he's a Westie. I don't know. So we got him. And then I was going with Shih Tzu on this one, but wouldn't swear to that one. And then we're going to go with some sort of a sporting dog, either a pointer that doesn't know how to point or a Dalmatian because he's got quite a bit of spots on him. So we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 together in this lot, starting at $25.
Someone.
So we got Chad, and I was thinking some of the resellers might want to go for some of these because you resell these could pretty easily sell for $10 a piece in a booth, and I know Chad has a booth, so maybe he sees 1 or 2 that he wants for himself, and the rest can go into his booth. So thank you so much, Chad, for supporting the fundraiser. 25. You're in the Terp state. Dawn's in the Terp state, so we got the Marylanders supporting each other. So we're going to do the countdown from 15, 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10. Just find a piece of Scotch tape. 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Looking for bid end. All right, we've only got 2 things left, and then we'll do the drawing, the box. And then we have, right. So thank you, Chad, for picking up the set of. Yeah. Yeah, I could do that. Okay, so the next one is also going to be, this was one of the few things I had scheduled to have offer up all along, because what this one is a mystery box. So we're gonna. All right, that's all you get to see of it. The mystery box is starting at $20, and for every $10 that this goes up, I will show you another piece of the mystery box. So for $20, I'm going to start with $20. I'm going to start showing you 2 items. What this is 15 individual items. So at a starting bid of only $20, we're not even at $2 an item yet. And this is a mix of figurines that were donated by me, by Red Rooster Relics, by Judy Scallett, by somebody else whose name I just forgot. So I will just grab a couple of items in here. So this is one of the items donated by Red Rooster Relics. It is a little dog flashlight. Tail opens to replace the battery. It does need a new battery, so I've not tested it. I can't even prove that it works. But so this is one of the items. So starting at $20, you'll get, this is one of the 15 items in there. And then one of the other items in there is a piggy bank. This was donated by Judy. So you got the piggy bank with a stopper on it. So you've got a nice little vintage piggy bank with some wear to the paint, maybe just, super, super cute. But it is functional because you do not have to break it open in order to get the contents. So those are 2 items in there. I would say everything in here, if I were to sell it in my booth, this box, everything would sell for at least $100, if not more. So even if we just estimate of the 15 items at $5 a piece, this box is worth at least $65. And there's nothing in here. Well, there's one thing that maybe would not be worth $5. Everything else is going to be worth at least $5. So this is going back to the old days when mystery boxes were super popular. We are going to do the drawing for the mystery boxes. So this is just a chance to get your own mystery box and raise a little bit of money for the fundraiser. So $20 gets a start. And then if we raise more money for that, I will show additional items from that. But it looks like we've got no takers in the old-fashioned mystery box of animals. There's some dogs, there's cat, there's pig, there's an elephant. There's all mixed. So what's that? So that will be set to a side. I may try and sell that again in a minute. So we're down to the last item before we do the drawing. So if anyone wanted to donate, paypal.me/JOMDR. Do it really, really quick because we have to be able to process all of the payment and then get your name into the name generator for the drawing. So paypal.me/JOMDR. The address is running across the bottom of the screen. The last item is the last set of Doxie items. This is another mixed set of Dachshunds. This is going to start at $25, Nate. Excellent. Thanks, Joni. And Joni from Vintagerous also donated one of the mystery boxes. So she's willing to ship from Canada into the United States. So thank you, Joni, for supporting that as well. Okay, I see a note from Sandra. So Sandra Smith is buying the gold tone Dachshund pin to ship to Dawn, but that she will pay for it. So awesome. Thank you so much. Thank you, Sandra.
Thanks, Sandra.
All right. Dawn, do you have somebody else on your lap?
No, but I can.
She's 19 to choose from, so it's kind of like who's in arm's reach as we.
You probably remember this one. I think she jumped across the screen when you were here last summer.
Yep.
This is Lily Bell.
Horrible.
That's Lily Bell. Too cute.
I woke her up.
Now she's a sanctuary dog, right? She's yours. Like she's
one of my own. Yeah, she's
one of your own. Okay.
Yep. Yeah, one of my COVID.
So of the ones that we've met so far, who are the ones that we're looking for the future for forever homes?
Well, Charlie Brown is sanctuary because he's blind. But if someone were local, he's on some he's under care at our vet. So if someone were local, that they could adopt him. Piney, the one that is the Cocker Spaniel Poodle Dachshund mix, he's looking for a home. Floyd, the 10-year-old chocolate one, he's looking for a home. The one that had the hernia surgery.
The one that was partially shaved on his back.
Yep.
Yeah.
And then Roscoe eventually will be. And
so you're doing a waiting list for him because you've got to do medical stuff.
And I didn't bring her out, but I have a corgi that's only a year old that I just got on Monday. She's still a little nervous. I didn't really want to pick her up because she's a herding dog, so she's been a little nippy. So she's in the other room right now, but she's going to a foster hopefully tomorrow. So
excellent. And Poodle, you send the information still to me, unless you bought from Beth at the very beginning. So anything that when Beth was on air, you would send to her. But for anything that I've been showing, you go ahead and send it to me because I will still be shipping. Dawn is taking all of the money directly from paypal.me/JOMDR. That's going directly to the charity. They are a 501c3. I am not in the middle of that. So there's no additional fees or anything being charged. So she's the one controlling the entries for that. So the last group is a group of Dachshund items, again, starting at $25. We've got a salt and pepper shaker of a Dachshund split in half. So it is a redware piece. Stoppers are in place, so it's a completely functional piece. When you set it on your table, you put them together. It does have the label on it from Bryn's, Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. Beautiful coloring on the top. I don't know, that make him a dapple? He's got like a little spot on his butt. Like barely dapple.
Yeah.
So we've got the coloring on the top and on the rear. So that is one of the items instead. Again, this starts at $25. That's worth $25 all by himself. But in addition to that, get another little Dachshund figurine. This one is just stamped Japan on the bottom. So you've got a seated Dachshund. And then this one, we're leaning toward Doxie, although he could be a Basset Hound. We've got a running Doxie. So he's very long compared to the little seated Doxie. So he's just got a great little cartoony face, kind of like he's in midair jumping. He does have a mark on the bottom, just as Japan, the little clover with Japan. But you've got this beautiful, so again, so we got Tammy Renee Walker. Oh, she sees a Basset Hound. So Tammy's going after the Basset. So that's fine. Sometimes Doxies and Bassets look similar. So we got Tammy at $25 for the running Doxie / Basset, the seated Doxie, and then I'd still say this is a Doxie, but it's got kind of a weird looking snout. Maybe we've got a Basset Hound here too. You never know. But definitely a long dog making the salt and pepper shaker from Brins. So we've got salt and pepper shaker seated and running. It started at 25. So we've got Tammy Renee Walker at 25. And we will start the countdown at 15 for that. So 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5,
Oh,
4.
that one's hilarious.
What's that?
That one's hilarious.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. So we're looking for bid end. And we've got watching for the bid end. So there's the bid end. So we've got Tammy Renee Walker at $25. All right. All right. So some of the items may go into a larger mystery box, or I will talk to Dawn. Some of the, I think all the Doxies actually ended up selling. So some of these might get shipped to her. There's 2 items in the big mystery box that are Dachshund related. So some things might get split up so that she can use those because they were donated. I can't keep them. So they need to go somewhere. And there's still a couple of items that did not sell. So we've got what I thought, Tammy, was a Basset Hound for the wood carving. That did not sell. Let me go back and just make sure of the ones that didn't sell. There are a couple of the eBay items that didn't sell. So if anyone is interested in these items, I will end the bid, or I'll end the auction. They should have relisted. Hold on. Okay, so yeah, so this was $25. So if anyone's interested in this for $25, I'll just sell it outright. And the Successful Farming magazine did not sell. That was 10. So everything else that was up on eBay sold. So these are the only 2 that did not. So the Henry DeCamp wood carving of the Basset Hound with the shoe. Somebody said it was more like a hush puppy, but there's no branding to it. So I don't think it's a hush puppy. I just think it's a Basset Hound. So you got the hound dog with the shoe. That's 25. And the magazine with the vintage advertising pieces in it, that is 10. So if anyone bought something and they want to add this to their order, I will just stop the auction because they didn't sell the first time. So they've been relisted, but I can stop the auction. So $10 for this, $25 for this. And I think we are ready for the drawing. So I think Dawn was pulling things together.
Yep. So we have 234 entries. So $1,170.
Oh, wait, hold on one second. Gina Marie took the magazine. All right. Thank you, Gina Marie. Okay, sorry, go ahead.
So I put them all in a wheel of names, but I can't share my screen. So
that's okay.
Okay. So I'm going to shuffle the names a few times. And
Who do you have in your lap now?
It's Fletcher again.
Oh, hi, Fletcher. I shall use sign language. Hi, Fletcher.
He's learning sign language.
Awesome.
Oh.
Okay, so I'm spinning the first one. Neil Tress.
All right. No surprise there.
I'm going to remove all of his because I know he wouldn't want to win again.
Okay. So Neil Tress will win so that I'm on here. So if you keep track of these, I'll give these to you. So Neil Tress wins a box from Miss DAM Jewelry from Thrifting Adventures. From Cheryl Ross. from you. JOMDR donated a box. That's 4. And vintage and vinyl. Okay, so those are the 5 donors of those 5 boxes.
Okay, ready for the next one?
Yep.
Okay. Teresa Dustin.
All right.
Oh, yay.
So Teresa wins boxes by Reclaim Treasures by Mary. Teresa Dustin. Me? Yeah. Heirloom Vintage and Collectibles, JW Van Minimal. Okay, well, I pulled myself again, so we're not going to do 2 boxes. Sammy's Unique Finds. That was 4.
Yeah.
And Sweet Treats and Pretties. That's 5. Next winner.
Next winner is Kara Burney.
All right. Sarah Burney.
Kara, Kara Burney,
Oh.
Berny.
Excellent. Congratulations, Kara. She was in the chat earlier. That's Kitschy Corner.
Okay.
So she wins a box from me.
Okay.
Yes. Teamster. Moonstruck. Tiger's Timeless Treasures. Kitschy and Bitchy. Okay, next one.
Cheryl's asking a question,
Oh, I'm sorry.
but I'm not sure what she means.
Oh, Cheryl's donating one of the boxes.
Oh,
So some
Got it.
people are customizing their boxes to the winner.
Okay.
So he used to be the CFO of the company that Don and I used to work for. So
he's retired.
he
He's
likes
got
math.
grandkids. He lifts weights. Likes the beach.
I was saying, did he have a boat?
No,
No boat. Okay.
no boat. That's all. I don't know what else.
Lives in Maryland.
Lives in Maryland. Okay, ready for the next one?
Yep.
Okay. And Teresa, if anyone got Teresa, she does have dachshunds, or a dachshund. Annette Fane.
Annette Fane, congratulations. She donated something. I don't remember which one, but she donated something that we auctioned off tonight. All right, so that Debbie from Chicago.
Annette.
Annette Fane, Fain. Antique Agenda. Karen Dondelinger, Sunny's Vintage Surprises, I think. Oh My Vintage. Me. And last winner, got 5 names left.
Irene Fink.
Irene, yay.
Hey, congrats, Irene.
Congrats, Irene. You get a box from Vintage Vinny. Aaron from the collection Vintage. Mimi's Treasure Cottage. D from Thrill of the Thrift. And me. That's it. That's all the donors. So for all the names that I was pulling out from my bowl, those were all individuals who donated boxes. The only reason I donated multiples was because I was trying to get to the even number. So we have 5 winners. So that was 25 boxes. Oh, and Irene's in the chat. So congratulations, Irene. So you will be getting boxes from those 5 individuals. We will, Dawn needs to give me the shipping information for all of the individual winners. I will then get those out to each of the resellers by some point this weekend, so that they can start organizing. Some people have already planned their boxes. Some people need to organize it. And the request was possibly we need the email address of the winners, so that people can even pick their brains, like what kind of stuff do you like, so that the prize is maybe a little bit more applicable. I'm doing 4 boxes, so you get what I give you. Sorry. So appreciate everyone participating. Are you sure yours wasn't drawn Vantageous? Did I give you one that said Vantageous? If you didn't, I thought I had everyone in there. You get one of mine. So then I only have to send 3. So, but I will recheck. Oh, and Robin's here too. Robin's one that donated so many different things. Hi, Robin. So she said, yeah, I think so. I will recheck. It's entirely possible I screwed up because I think alphabetically you were the last one. So Vantageous, one word. So we will relook if it turns out that I did mess up and somebody had donated a box and I forgot or didn't know or some reason didn't make a slip. I will just give you one of the 4 that I was supposed to do, and we're fine. So it'll work out. But I'm almost positive I at least saw your name when I did the drawing. Anyway, we'll figure it out. I apologize, Joni, but thank you so much for mentioning something, because Joni definitely is one of the ones who donated one of the boxes. So appreciate it.
Dear Angela's Vintage is asking who all the winners were. Neil Truss, Teresa Dustin, Kara Burney, Annette Fain, and Irene Fink.
Okay. It's my fault then. Yeah, I copied the names, and Joni, you were one of them. I don't know what I did. I'll probably find you on the floor somewhere. Apologize. So yes, I will. I don't think any of the winners were Canada, but maybe I'll give you one that's on the West Coast. I don't think it makes a huge difference for where you're shipping to. But yeah, I will make sure I will give you one of mine. I greatly appreciate you donating, and I greatly appreciate that I don't have to do so many boxes. So we be good. All right. So thank you so much, everyone who participated. Watch my social media, watch some of my live sales coming up, because some of this stuff will reappear. The Terriers didn't sell, so I'm gonna have to resell those. The massive mystery box did not sell, so I'm gonna have to resell that. The wood carving did not sell, so I'm gonna have to sell that. Oh, and the spaniels that I can't reach didn't sell. Did the mixed lot sell? I don't think those sold either. And then
Yes, this was Chad.
that one sold. Okay, and then the Belgian/German/duck did not sell. So some of those, all these were donated. We need to make sure that the money, I get something out of them, so that the people that donated them, that I can't just keep this stuff for myself, or I don't want to send it to Goodwill. So we will figure out something to do with them. And if
Someone's asking about the brooch, but I think it's sold.
the gold tone brooch did sell at the last minute. Somebody picked that up after the fact. So yes, Karen, thanks for asking. It did sell. Yes, both sets of jewelry sold. So I think what I just showed, I stopped keeping track because the auction was messing me up. But according to my handler, what I just mentioned were the things that were missing. Ooh, a Pharaoh hound. I've never even heard of that.
Ah.
Did pharaohs like ducks? All right, so we've got another option. Because if I put some of this on eBay, I want to make sure I can identify them correctly.
Oh, yeah, it does look like a Pharaoh hound. I just looked them up.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Kind of.
All right, we've got a phone of the Pharaoh hound.
There's a taker on the mystery box.
Yeah, his face looks kind of like a duck. Okay.
Take her on the mystery box.
So we got a Pharaoh and we got to take her on the mystery box. All right, Chad, you've got the mystery box. Never bid. We started it at 20 and no one grabbed it. So
Cheryl's asking too.
Chad is taking it for 20. So unless Cheryl, you want to go up on the 20. There you go. That was a little bit better of a peek of the mystery box.
Yeah, come on, show me more.
Okay, I'll show one more item.
I saw playing cards.
You saw playing cards.
Yep.
Got a pig figurine. It's like a porcelain bisque. 1978 UNESCO. We do have wonderful wiener dogs sealed in their deck. Playing cards.
What's the start on this, Patrick? Sorry.
This was 20.
20, thank you.
And then there were two other sets of dogs, playing cards. One is the Cocker Spaniel. And then the image on the top fell off. But when you open it up, it's a Dachshund.
Robin G says she will take the terrier lot. What was the price on the terrier?
The terrier lot were 15. So that got you, what was his name? Mac from Lady and the Tramp. I can't think of his name. Scotty Dog, the little time terrier with the clock, and the little white Scotty with the gold tipped ears and tail. So that was 15. So who got that?
Robin G.
Robin G. All
I
right.
haven't broken anything today.
So that was this one. Yeah, I don't know if everyone just heard that. She was very close to the microphone. She helped me with the fundraiser last year. So there was a lot that never made it into the fundraiser because while she was handling everything, she broke one. One. She broke one item, but she bought it. You break it, you buy it. So she bought it. And so, we're almost done and she hasn't broken anything this time. All right. So the terrier lot sold for 15. I think we just had the one taker. So Chad was going to take the mystery box. So for $20. So Chad, you get, there was a duplicate of the terrier, time terrier. So for some reason, there were two of those. You get a little elephant. So I'll show you. It'll be a mystery, but you'll have a lot of stuff that you can sell in your booth. And like I said, everything in here is worth at least $100. If I were to sell it in my booth, it'd be worth at least $100. So $20, you got a good buy. And sorry, I got rid of it. So that was what was key here. So the only thing that's left that did not sell is the wooden one, which actually went back up as an auction item on eBay. I'll probably switch it over from an auction to just a purchase. So hopefully that will sell online. There's only one other one listed online and it's listing for, I think, 45. So I was selling it less than what that one was. And then the Pharaoh hound, Anubis hound, somebody just something on Anubis. And you're helping a great cause, of course, Chad. And I joked about it before, but I don't know if you knew. So the JOMDR is based in Maryland. And I know you are also based in Maryland. So if you ever want to feel like walking some dogs, there's 19 available. It'd be like a 2-hour commute. Because that's not that bad. So anyway. And so the terrier lot sold 15. So it's just the spaniel lot was the only thing that did not sell. Spaniel lot and the Pharaoh hound. So appreciate everybody participating. Bring everybody back up on the screen. Appreciate, Dawn, I appreciate you letting me do this. This year was smaller. Last year, anyone who was close to me last year, I was an ass because this almost killed me. I was traveling pretty much nonstop up right until the week before the actual fundraiser. And then I had to organize a fundraiser, and we had so many more items last year. I was shipping for weeks afterwards and invoicing. So this year is much more streamlined. I will hopefully get all invoices out by this weekend. I will also let, for all of the winners, I will let the donors who are donating your mystery boxes, I will let them know that you are their chosen ones, and they'll get your information. So I don't know how quickly those will ship, but you should hopefully see them by the end of the month. So I just have no control on that, but I will reach out to the 5 winners, let them know who they're receiving boxes from, solely so that if they don't receive a box, we can trace it. So because this isn't like a purchase, you won't necessarily know that something was on its way. So if something doesn't show up, they let me know or let Dawn know, and we will hunt it down. Anything else you wanted to share, Dawn? Anything about your charity? Anything else you've got going on before the end of the year?
First, I just want to thank you, Patrick, for doing this again. This is the 3rd year, and it's amazing. I know that I can't even imagine all the effort that you put into this, but I know it's a ton. And then all of the resellers who donated and everyone who signed on tonight, I can't thank you enough. I do pretty much everything for the rescue myself. And in addition, I work full time. I do the website. I do the tax return for it. I take care of all the dogs. So it's a lot, and I really appreciate it. So having someone help me raise a chunk of money is just, I can't thank you enough. It's huge. It's just.
Which one is that? Is that one Fletcher?
It's Fletcher again. Yeah, he's very needy.
Now he's the one that's trying to be the.
He's going to be the therapy dog. Yeah.
Okay.
Yep. He's.
Now, does being deaf actually affect being a therapy dog? Like, don't they have to be able to respond to issues?
No, as long as he responds to my signs.
Oh, okay.
And as long as so we're going to take a class starting in January, just to teach him a little bit more. But for his test, he'll have to go to you guys have Tractor Supply, or Home Depot, something like that, where there's a bunch of people, just to see how he reacts, and the tester will go with me. But I would love to see him go to a school for little kids and maybe a senior center, just because he's so lovable. And when I was in the airport with him, I just could not believe the number of people that stopped me because I had him out on the leash, and he's just
absolutely beautiful.
He is. And he's just
coloring this is something we didn't get into this year. He's long haired. Mm-hmm. Okay, I have a problem with unless I see them next to each other, wire hair versus long hair. So
yeah, he's long hair. And his hair, he's not even a year yet, but it's really long.
Oh,
so
wow. Okay.
He's gonna have a beautiful coat.
Oh, he's so cute.
But he's
so beautiful.
So.
And of course, we cannot forget Nate for helping me out and being my voice from above.
What time is it where you are, Nate?
It is 20 after 4 in the afternoon on Friday.
Well, thank you so much. I really
It's a pleasure. Doing this has just shown me how out of practice I am doing this since Patrick hasn't had his regular sales, and I've been scrambling a little bit. That's why I'm sorry I've been asking you again and again what the starting bit is, because I keep on getting distracted.
And I did put in the chat, I'll put the link again. There is a link to support. This would be going straight to Dawn's website.
Yeah. Walking
in a Wiener Wonderland.
Yeah. So, and the back of it, I don't know if you can see.
Just one more Dachshund Rescue, JOMDR.org. Adopt, don't shop. So I put in the chat was the link. It's a bonfire.com link. Mm-hmm. So what that is the, they're the ones that actually produce the shirts, right? And then you buy from them.
I have designed all the shirts. I do that too. And then I run a campaign that's like 2 weeks where I sell the shirts. And like this, you can get in a t-shirt, long sleeve shirt, sweatshirt, different colors. And then once the campaign ends, they go into a store. So in my store are all the shirts, and I've done some tote bags too. So I've got Halloween themed. I've got a few winter ones, Thanksgiving. I think there's a St. Patrick's one, and then just some regular ones, but they're available.
I had purchased one for the first year, and I can't squeeze my gut into it now. So I had to wear this one that was donated to me last year in my post-COVID weight. So yes, so there's all, like she said, all different kinds of designs. There's one that I used. If you follow me on Instagram, I had posted one of her shirt designs it was a Dachshund in the wheel.
Yeah, that was the new one that I just did.
I can't remember what the phrase was on that one. I think, was that also, no.
Making spirits bright, I think.
I wanted to say it was a holiday themed one, but
Yeah.
It was the dog in the wheelchair, or the wheel cart.
I think it's Making Spirits Bright.
Let's see if I can find it really quick. Yeah, Making Spirits Bright.
Yeah,
So there you go. I was just gonna try to pull mine up too. Yeah, so it's got the little, what's that called? Like leg cart wheel? What is that?
Like a wheelchair cart.
Okay.
I call them cart dogs. So that's in honor of Roscoe.
Oh, and he is wearing a Santa hat.
Yes.
Okay. And there's a snowflake in the O. So.
Yep.
Oh, it's cute.
And then there's, I think my logo maybe is on the back.
And you can follow Dawn on Instagram is at JOM Doxie Rescue.
Mm-hmm.
And then on Facebook, it's just one more Dachshund Rescue, all spelled out.
Mm-hmm.
So she posts, I'm sorry, some ludicrously depressing things, but also very heartwarming and very positive and cute pictures as well. So if you follow me on Instagram, I've been tagging her page all along as we've been getting ready for this, and try to tag when it goes over to Facebook, but I don't always switch that over. So you can follow that yourself, and she does promotions and fundraising throughout the year. So glad that we can do this. Glad I was able to work out. It is smaller this year, but every little bit helps. Mm-hmm. And I wasn't nearly as stressed this year as I was in the past. So again, thanks to Beth, who joined at the very beginning. For those who missed her, she actually came live and sold some of her items, and we just refined it a little bit each year. And it's about, letting people know that JOMDR exists, and then trying to raise some of the money to help do what you do.
I'm up to 1,800 followers, I think, on Facebook.
Sorry, I had to get a drink there. 1,800 followers on Facebook. That's fantastic. Mm-hmm. So, and I know you're more active there than you are on Instagram, but your dogs are adorable. And if I ever make it back out to Maryland, people ask me, like, are you going to do another video at the sanctuary? The videos were fun. I mean, those dogs, they're so cute. Like, I don't think any of them, none of them attacked me. Nobody bit me. Like, they're all just super fun to be around.
You watched them when I went to the vet. I had a vet appointment, and you dog sat.
Yeah. And I actually, you were even surprised I was able to do it. They were actually pretty well behaved too. They could not figure out what I was. So yeah, somebody new in there, a really big shaped dog. So how do the dogs that you've had, because you've had some of them now for a while, like definitely since I've been doing this for a couple of years. And so for those who don't know the backstory, Dawn and I used to work together also with Neil Tress, who was one of the winners tonight. I haven't worked there in that company for 5 or 6 years. I wrote the letter of reference for Dawn to get Doxie's number 5 and 6 or 4 and 5, Suki and Gemma.
Suki and Gemma, yeah.
I think at that time they would have been either your 4th and 5th or your 5th and 6th.
Yeah, 4th and 5th. That was in 2010.
And at the time, like, really, are you sure you really want 5 dogs? You sure? And now you've got 19.
My high was 26 at one point. I had
26. Oh my goodness. So it's amazing that you do this. So thank you again so much. Thanks everyone for joining in this evening. For those of you who purchased things and made donations, again, we very much appreciate it. I will be getting invoices out for my items again, hopefully by this weekend. And if you start receiving for the winners, if you receive things and you're on social media, post it, connect to JOMDR, make sure you link to them. Let people know that you supported the fundraiser and that was you got something out of it. So thanks again, everybody. Everybody have a great night, and I will talk to you all again soon. Bye-bye.
Thanks.
Good night, all.